This is Wildlife Gaming 99. Welcome back to more Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, the complete edition. Woo! And I forgot the incident waiting for us in Odaiba. Oh boy. Yep. Welcome to the war zone that is Odaiba. Yeah, it looks like we've arrived. I've been monitoring the state of the digital waves occurring in the various areas, but the values around Odaiba have suddenly increased. As Suedo said, they have the technology to control eaters using digital waves. In other words, controlling the eaters that's preying on Examon might allow for the control of Examon himself. Allowing them to take control of such a vastly superior Digimon would be a terrible blow for our side. Yeah. You must prevent this from happening, if at all possible. Yeah. I forgot Examon was the thing. We'll do our best in this world. But yeah, no, I forgot how much of a cluster truck Odaiba is. Also, this is the best grinding spot in the entire game. Outside of the last dungeon. Outside of the last dungeon, Odaiba is the best grind spot. Period. And in case you missed last stream, not last stream, but the last stream for this side of the coin, we got Beelzemon. Which is awesome. Considering he has an Ultra form. He's one of the two Demon Lords who has an Ultra form. But otherwise, Odaiba's the best grind spot in the game. Considering the entire street runs hot with ultimates. No champions here, no rookies here. No in trainings here, just ultimates. Odaiba is quite literally the best grind spot if you want until the last dungeon. I cannot stress that enough. I don't say it's the last good grind spot before the last dungeon in the game. Well, the last dungeon in the real world. Let me put it that way. It's the last dungeon in the real world. In this side of the story. Heck yeah, final heal. I hope I get anti-Aurora next. Final Aurora, too. Man, that's a good skill. But yeah, no. The main thing that has me concerned is Examon. He's a monster. There's no ifs about it. There's no buts about it. There's no nuts about it. Examon is a monster. He's our first Ultra that we fight against in the game. And man, is he an absolute monster. Examon is scary. He's scary because, well, you'll see. You'll see why Examon is scary. He's not the mon you want to throw hands with casually, in case you missed seeing him the first time. But yeah, no, here on Odaiba, best spot for ultimate grinding before the last dungeon here before getting into the final dungeon. Here before getting into the second to last dungeon. Yup, there's Examon. Like I said, he is the kaiju of the Royal Knights and one of their ultras, with the other two being with three other with three no. He's one of four other Royal Knights who could be considered ultra. The others being Omnimon, Dukemon Crimson, Duke/Gallantmon Crimson mode, and Alphamon or Yukian mode. Yeah, she's not happy. Throw onto the fact Xmon's not at full strength. This is not him at full strength, considering he's been eroded by eaters. We fight him at less than full strength. Yeah, throw Perfect Revival in there. And that's not going to do anything. Throw in Restore. Yeah. No. Examon is just... This is Examon at his weakest state possible. If he was at full strength and fully aware of himself, he would fold us. He would fold us like all the laundry on the entire world. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Crusadermon's whole shtick is pretty much revealed to us right here. He is the. We have an. I have an army. He's that meme. That is his entire existence. Is that he is literally the trainer of all of the Nightmon. Period. Period. And he can summon them anywhere. He can summon them to his side wherever they are in the digital world. He's literally a one-man army. Not in the most literal sense, but in the most physical sense. Anywhere he goes, he has the ability to call the entire army of the Royal Knights to his side. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts, no barriers. Period. Yeah, Suedo knew all this, yet he was going forward anyway because he doesn't care about humanity. He has his own plan. Because the Eaters attacked so many innocent Digimon, so many innocent beings without mercy. And we created them through our creation, through the creation of Eden. So, yeah, we're getting the blame for it. Huh. I didn't notice that before. Though to be fair, I played this on a the only times before I didn't realize that you can see the bridge of Odaiba in Crusadermon's helmet. That's neat. That's a neat little detail that they didn't have to show, but they did. Yes, whiny butt mutt. Yes, Kira, you doing okay? No? Okay. Yeah, the Eaters basically deleted the entire digital world. At least this version of it. Yeah, she killed Satoru Kamishiro and made it look like suicide. Yeah, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Examon is the kaiju of the Royal Knights. He is their kaiju, their unstoppable monster, their Godzilla. If I get sued for copyright for saying that, I do apologize in advance. Yeah, even with all of you, and with him being weakened by the Eaters, Examon's still a monster. Yeah, Arata, the guy who's clearly not thinking straight, is headed this way. Examon is the biggest royal knight we will ever face. He is the kaiju of the Royal Knights. I've said it once, and I'll keep saying it. That is his whole shtick. He is the kaiju of the Royal Knights. Look at that. We're hitting him, but we're doing no damage. Even with Magnamon and Gallantmon backing us up, Examon will not go down easily. Yeah, I'm going to tag out Imperial Dramon Paladin mode and pass in Megadramon. And keep busting out that supersonic voice. Throw on to the fact he does not get status affected. It's literally just a very slow beat down. That is Examon's entire fight. is a very slow, tedious beatdown. Yeah, and here's Arata to pull the stupidest maneuver he's done all game. He's gone completely stupid nutso. Yep, this is the monster Suedo's created. And he just leaves. He doesn't offer to help us with Examon. He just takes our only chance, our only effective fighter against Examon, considering Full Force of Udramon, and Omnimon will do minimal damage. Blame Suedo. Yep. This is a defeat. This is a defeat. Crusadermon got away. Examon's off to to destroy more of Tokyo, to destroy more of Japan, and we lost Gallantmon. This was a complete and utter defeat, without the other Royal Knights having to step onto the field. Yep. Congrats, Suedo. Your monster's destroying more of humanity and causing even more sadness. Japan called in a state of emergency, called in the Defense Force, and is currently doing all they can to deal with the situation. Examon's one of the 4 Ultras of the Royal Knights. Man is literally just built different. Yeah. Examon. One of the fact Examon's still leaking data because of all the wounds from the eaters. So he's currently needs. It's hard to have good fuel efficiency when your fuel tank has been gouged, has been eroded, has a bunch of eroded holes in it. Yeah, and once he's free, he will be in no clear state of mind, considering the amount of pain he is more than likely in. He will attack everybody and everything. No, do not take the coffee. Run. Run. Nope. Why would Crusadermon? Yeah. Yeah, there'll be traps. And if memory serves correctly, it won't be Crusadermon guarding the interchange. It'll be a certain skeleton-faced Digimon that we've met before. One who was doubting the Royal Knight's cause. Got it. Just kidding. No. No, 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 no. Run. 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 You coward! You absolute coward! I think there's something I want to do. But we're going into the depths of Kowloon to the interchange. And we're going to be dealing with a certain skull-faced Digimon that we met last time. Ah, I have to go to Kowloon level 1. But before that, I need to get my team resorted again. Yeah, I gotta go to level 1. But yeah, no, Griffinmon isn't going to be a permanent fixture on the team. He's just gonna be here till, well, till he is level 80. And then I want to de-digivolve him. Because I have plans. I have plans. You didn't show up when I went to count level 5. Please come meet me here as soon as I can. As soon as you can. And I forgot to turn the grinding machine back on. Like a dummy. Oh well. But yeah, no. Arata is currently in no fit state of mind. Even though I wish he was in a better one. He is very much doing his own thing. Just like Suedo. And just like Suedo, yeah, man is in no good state of mind right now. No good state of mind at all. And unlike in Cyber Sleuth, not Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory, we don't have the visualizer here yet. I don't think we have one anyway. And she's in a mood because she's expecting Crusadermon to be here. Yeah, you're worked up. It's a very understandable state to be in. But you are worked up, and you are clearly not thinking clearly. Ugh. Yeah, that's true. But again, you're clearly not thinking clearly. If you go in all hot-headed, Crusadermon will use that to her advantage, just like she has in the past. Again, if she was here to begin with. Ouch! Firstly, we are friends, you dummy. I wonder for this character's mental stability and what he's gone through even before this game. Or considering this character can be female as well, or what they've gone through in this game, before this game. And there's Suedo! Here to cause more problems for everyone. Please go away. He broke the seal on Arata's memories. Through trauma. Not naturally, like we did with that other guy. He re-traumatized Arata with those memories. And has pretty much, I won't say brainwashed, even though I really want to. He's basically turned Arata into a self-guided implosion device. Arata's eventually going to blow up. He's already falling apart. And Suedo's just... he was already falling apart. Suedo just gave him a few careful nudges and unsealed some very traumatic memories. Yeah, he just used Arata for his own ends. After all, everyone's minds are going to get wiped anyway if he gets if his plan gets fulfilled, why would traumatizing somebody, if it's just, why worry about traumatizing someone or re-traumatizing someone? In this case, if they're just going to forget about it, be a big deal. Nah, it's less you assisted his evolution and more forced him into a situation beyond his comfort. Well, not beyond his comfort, but you forced him to chase that power by re-traumatizing him. You jerk. Hmm. Yep, that's Suedo. And this just opens up more and more of his plans to more scrutiny. Yeah. You've just turned Arata into a monster. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. It is something to worry about. Yeah, he's a monster who doesn't care about anybody but himself. Yep. Suedo's a monster. He's a human monster, but he's a monster nonetheless. You re-traumatized him, and then gave him the tools instead of helping to try and. I'm making quotation marks with my hands in case this isn't going to be completely obvious. To seek out more power to help solve the already broken, traumatized Arata. For what? What would he have? What could he get revenge against? Yes, he did. We know about this from Hacker's memory and from seeing it from their perspective as the player. He did so knowing Ray's true identity. He knew Ray's true identity and helped her anyway because it furthered his own agenda. Lies. What a bold-faced lie you just told, Mr. Psychopath. Or would it be Mr. Sociopath? Either way, you're crazy. Oh, sure, you had it plenty bottled before this, but you are crazy. Yes, but they furthered your own agenda, so you went with them anyway. Yeah, you may not agree with what she's doing, but you still helped her do it to further your own agenda. You sociopath. No. Whatever it is, no. Just do whatever you came here to do and leave. No. Go away, Suedo. You don't care about any of that. You have your own plans, your own agenda, and you don't care who you help or make alliances with or break to further said agenda. You are a sociopath, plain and simple. Or who you re-traumatized in the case of Arata. It doesn't, but we don't have a choice in the matter. He knows this, and he's playing us like a fiddle. Ugh. Still don't like you. Still don't trust you. Still will never trust you. That's the interchange. Such incredible density for digital wave behavior to be at such a visible level. If we make it that far, can we stop the flow? Yes, we just enter the shutout command directly. Doing that will block the digital flow and should halt the supply to Examon as well. I don't know for certain, but it is certainly one of the entities known as the Royal Knights. Yup. Darkness lies ahead. If you think you're a great hacker, then you must know not to underestimate what looks like nothing at all. Eden is just a collection of data. It's easy to forget with the barrage of data sent to the Avatar's five senses. But this is not the real world. A place you thought was a path can suddenly become something completely different. Darkness, it's what lies ahead. If you're a skilled hacker, you should be skilled enough hacker to be able to decrypt this log. You should be able to figure out what that really means. Yep, but we don't have the visualizer command, so it's literally just trial and error till we get the right path. Yeah. Like I said, it's trial and error. To get through, because unlike a hacker's memory, we don't have the visualizer skill. So yeah, it's very much trial and error to get through. Yes, I'm certain that these wicked traps could only have been set by Crusadermon. Probably in order to buy time. They're underhanded as well as malicious. Mrs. Ray's personality seems to be showing through. What are you laughing at? I finally got a glimpse of the real you. And she's not happy about that remark. Very not happy about that remark. Very, very not happy about that remark. And here you have to go through into one of the holes to get to that treasure chest. But yeah, no. Odaiba is quite literally the best spot, considering you don't have to go through all this in order to get through Odaiba. You just have to have a free Digimon in your party, smack a certain button, and then smack the function call button. Kira. And then just proceed to do so and beat high level, ultimate level Digimon. And of course. The reason why I'm taking damage, FYI, is because of Beelzemon's skill. Yep, welcome to the stream. His skill Gluttony, which reduces your 5% of your 8 max HP every turn, in exchange for putting up your attack by the same percentage. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Now, which way was it again? Ah, this was the right way. And that was the exit, and I forgot to get the chest. In case it wasn't obvious, you need to go left in order to get out. I still wish Imperial Dramon Paladin mode was worth the effort, especially in the base game, where it's very much not worth the effort. Considering in the base game, Imperial Dramon Paladin mode takes a certain item, like the Hacker's Memory Ultra does. Except in Hacker's Memory, it's a set of items. The beast and human spirits of light and flame. One of which you get through the main, two of which you get through the main story, and another of which you get through doing a certain side quest. And the other two you get through doing a certain side quest. With Paladin mode, back in the base game, which came out in 2016. You needed the Omni Sword, which was an item that you could only get via doing the offline Coliseum and getting all the way to ultimate level. No, not even ultimate level. You need to get... Yeah, no, you need to get to ultimate level. for the offline Coliseum. And through that entire time, you would also be having to work on getting an Imperial Dramon with 100 ABI. And unless you go in with foreknowledge, you can get Imperial Dramon Paladin, Imperial Dramon at 80 ABI and not know anything about the Paladin mode requirement. At, I think it's either, I forget whether it's 80 ABI or 20 ABI. Either way, you get Paladin Imperial Dramon at that low ABI, and at that point, you don't want to have to go through the pain of making nothing ventured, nothing gained. You don't want to go through the pain of making another XVmon or Stingmon, depending on which version you chose to go with. To DNA Digivolve into. Because when you choose DNA Digivolve, you can only pick one. And the other one gets lost to time. And you already know how much of a pain it is to get Palindromon to the level to get Imperial Dramon. So, eventually, you just come to realize it's not. That if you want to go into the DNA Digivolution, you need to be right on point. Also, since I'm here, I might as well. Which one is it? Which one? Yeah, I can grab you. Aquilamon, Sylphon, Valkyriemon, status. You don't get Final Aurora. That's a bit disappointing. Because Final Heal is good, Speed Charge Field is okay. Speed Charge Field is good, Gale Storm 3, and another Digimon with Perfect Revival. Yeah, no, that's worth it. That's worth it. Otherwise, though, I am tagging you back down into a Selfmon. Because you got all the stuff you need. And I'll tag you into Sakuyamon next. Yeah, let's grab Mirage Galgamon, toss out Holy Light, Vulcan Napalm and Woken Napalm 1. And otherwise, let's grab... Because Crannymon is... Oh, I just spoiled it. Because that is... Because that skull-faced fella is Data... Not Data. Vaccine Earth. Wish I had Saber Leomon in this file. Unfortunately, I do not have Saber Leomon in this file. Oh well. Yes, we'll just have to make do with what we got. Grab Windclaw 3, grab Support End, and Mirror Reflection. And let's toss out that for Guard Break. Well, this is going to be fun. Yep. Oh, no, no, no. He knew. He knew the entire time. He just has his own agenda. Yeah, he has his own plan. Yeah. This Crannymon is a lot different than the Crannymon we saw in Hacker's Memory. Yeah. Crannymon gave up his own free will in order to keep following King Drazel's order. He denies it, but Suedo is unfortunately right. Yep, he just said something to make Crannymon angry, and proceeds to pass the buck. Like usual. Fenrir Sword! Yeah, and the death penalty would have hit, but unfortunately, Crannymon says no to that. And let's keep hammering those guard breaks. And keep boosting those attack charges. Wind Claw 3. Let's go for the Omni Sword. Yeah, and Waltz's end does not and knocks him down, lowers his. And because we lowered his stats so thoroughly before this, he's taking a lot of damage. $9,000 XP, 20,000 yen, and a memory up DX. Yeah. Yeah, Crannymon would have joined us. Unfortunately, instead of recruiting him, we killed him. I really wish we could have recruited the lad. Unfortunately, we failed. Yeah, welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah. Suedo's still a sociopath. Suedo had nothing to do with her father's death. Yeah, he was one of the few men Suedo apparently respected. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy dude with a god complex is what he is. Without grief, there can never be joy. Without there can you're just depriving humanity of all emotion at that point. He's nuts. No, 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 no. He's a sociopath. So whatever he tries for with everything in his being. Full stop. It doesn't matter if it sounds nuts to him or anyone else. He knows he can do it. Or at least he knows he has to try. And he'll see it through. Or he'll attempt to see it through. No matter what. You might have stopped the supply to Exmon, but given his sheer data volume, yeah, it's literally just a hurry up and wait scenario with Examon. Yeah, and now she's being all apologetic about what she said. Oh no, the player character more than likely does. He's just pretending. Hacking or crowbar? Yeah, she's Yuko. Yuko is Yuko, Nokia is Nokia. It's hard for them to be anything but themselves. Oh ho, you summoned her Yuko the Black-Hearted version. Perhaps it's her doppelganger or something. Version of her persona. Everyone knows that she grew up wearing several different masks. The daughter of a CEO, the leader of a hacker team, the unhappy girl growing up alone. Blech, excuse me. It wouldn't be much of a stretch for her to use these abilities to serve her in the real world. And Yuko's just... And Kyoko's just giggling. Yep, and there's now 4 new cases. Poor cold Digimon. I saw Metal Grandma when I was walking outside. You look so sad. Cold and sad. Will you take a blanket to it? The blue creature. When I asked, my friend said that's Metal Greymon. But anyway, he looked like he really sad and looked cold, like he was gonna freeze to death. Okay, let's get it. Yeah, but it's more than likely going to be Metal Greymon Blue. Welcome to the stream. What's this? Bueller saying this place is taking a turn, even weirder turn. Sounds like residents have a lot of pent up frustration they're letting out now. We definitely aren't lacking people in what we've got out for us. Once you're a bad apple in their eyes, you're always one, even if you're innocent. Let's see what we can do to clear our good name. What do you say? Yep. Ah, it's going to be that quest, I think. I think. Okay, before I go out, which way do I need to go again? I need to check the case file. Uh, it does not say. Nope, that's not helpful. I think it was over in Shinjuku. I was not paying attention. I was checking my phone. Metal Greymon, Metal Greymon, Metal Greymon Blue. And Stealth Hide. If it's not in Shinjuku, it's in another location. Yeah, no, it's in Shinjuku. Damn, what is it? I don't want anything. Just go away. I'll bite you. This is a little human girl got this for me. I look cold, so she asked me to bring me this. Wow. Oh, it's so warm. But to be honest, I wasn't actually cold. After I came to this world, I was afraid some heartless humans would attack me. So I quickly changed my body. Because I rushed the changes, my body isn't caught up yet. So I'm walking around in pain like this. I suppose I might have looked cold. This blanket is super warm. Humans are actually very nice. So could you please give this to that little girl? Please? Please tell Marsha thanks for the blanket. Huh. I was expecting a fight. I will be honest, I was expecting a fight. Oh well, all's well that ends well. Now, let's head back to Nakano and head back up to the third floor and turn in that quest. Ah, the odd-shaped music box plays a sweet tune from the palm of the little girl's hand. I don't know what to say, but for some reason I feel warm and tingly, even though it's a little cold. That's weird. Detective, thank you for taking my case. You see, I'm moving to Hokkaido tomorrow. I was feeling sad about having to leave all my friends, but hearing this has made me feel better. To those of you who are not aware, Hokkaido is to the very, very far north of Japan. It's its own separate island, a part of the Japanese archipelago. Ever get hit with a sudden wave of nostalgia when you listen to a music box? Me too. Don't mind me, I'm just thinking aloud. My master's really sad, doesn't even eat. I want to make him some food, but I can't do it. Please help. Yeah, and now we gotta go back to the third floor. How the heck did a Growlmon fit inside? Oh. The Growlmon's in the AC unit. Neat. Ah, that is the wrong way. Oh, no, wait, it's the right way. But since I'm at a Digilab point, yeah, you're not going to be able to become an Ophanimon. Dang. Oh well. Toss out Escape Dash. It's not useful at the higher levels. And let's toss out Hell Crusher. No. Anti-stun. I'm kind of tempted by something. Oh, since I have space, I can add Meteormon back into this farm. Otherwise, spacing-wise... Yeah, let's grab you. And I suppose I can tag out Dorugamon. And tag in Knight. Alright. Let's go for the heal, and you know what? Let's also tag out Paladin mode. I don't want him getting over-leveled. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? Since I have one Digimon from a certain series here, might as well grab the other. Tag, 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 and let's tag in Meteor Fall as well. Alright, let's go. Ah, you're here about the case, right? Thank you for taking it on. The truth is, recently my master hasn't been feeling well. Her appetite is gone, and she hasn't been eating her meals. If she keeps not eating like this, I'm sure she will faint. I was thinking of making her some of her favorite ramen. So, as I need bones to make the broth, I'd like you to get one from Ogremon. I'm pretty sure Ogremon is around here somewhere, so please find him. A bone from an Ogremon. Oh, this isn't going to turn out well. Speaking of Ogremon, there he is.
What do you want with me? You've been sent by Growlmon to borrow a bone from me? That might be a problem. You see, this is a bone trophy I took from Skull Greymon when I beat him. I can't let it go so easily, I'm afraid. But, well, Growlmon is a friend of mine. When you put it that way, I suppose I'm okay with it. If you play with me first, if you beat me, I'll lend you the bone. You ready?
Guard break. And let's go for the Geo Gray Sword. Double impact. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Let's try and hammer it home with a full moon blaster. Hopefully this finishes the job. It didn't. But Mirage Galgamon and Shine Greymon, along with one other Digimon, both have something unique that puts them beyond regular megas.
I sure worked up a hell of a sweat. A promise is a promise. I guess here, take it. Make sure you tell Gromon to bring it back to me when he's finished. Huh? This is for cooking with? What? Are you guys insane?
But yeah, no, both Shine Greymon and Mirage Galgamon have a unique skill. Or at least, not a unique skill. A unique Digivolution that's unique to them and one other Digimon. That Digivolution being Burst Mode. But I have tried using. I have used Mirage Galgamon Burst Mode before, and honestly, the Burst Mode's not worth it in the case of Mirage Galgamon. With Shine Greymon, it's kind of worth it, and I haven't used the other Digimon's Burst Mode.
Ah, that's perfect. Thank you. With this, I should be able to finish the ramen. Just wait a sec. Done. I've made the ramen. I'd like you to take this to my master in Eden. You want me to bring this to her in person? I couldn't. It's too embarrassing. It's the first time I've ever given my master a gift, you see. She should be at the Eden entrance, if you wouldn't mind. Alright. And I went the wrong way. Again. Yeah, don't have time for that. I'm being dumb. I'm being dumb right now. I have an item that I can use. Export. Here we go. And since I'm here at the entrance, let's go get that chest. I doubt it's got anything worthwhile in it. Ah, a Brave Point. Oh, it's a Brave Point E. This would have been useful at the beginning of the game. Oh well, I can still probably find a use for them. And now we're out, and now we need to go all the way back down to the first floor, and go to Eden's entrance. Huh? Who are you? No, no, that's not the right voice. That's not the right voice. You know what? I'm just gonna read it and try it instead of trying to speak it out. I'll save my voice for later. Huh? Who are you? What do you want? I'm in a bad mood. Leave me alone. This ramen? But you're a complete stranger. How do you know that that's my favorite food? Where'd you even get that? I want to diet right now. I'm not eating meals. Oh, and this is one big long sentence. Grandma is worried about you and put everything you had into making this. He also said you should stop obsessing about your weight. But it smells so delicious. That was the first meal. Yeah. I'm gonna try and get it right. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Whew. That was the first meal my master had eaten in 3 days. She hadn't eaten anything, and her health was deteriorating. I was worried. But she's okay again. Now that I've given her this delicious ramen, she'll surely start eating again. Thank you so much for your help. If it wasn't for you, my master wouldn't have recovered. Three vigor mushrooms and 3 Aegis apples. No thank you, please put that coffee in the garbage. Constant bragging. Investigation start, and it is on... Oh, it's over in Akihabara. That's not too much of a challenge. And then I need to go help out Dr. Datamon, and then take care of that red quest. Ah, it's in the crane machine. Of course it is. And you guys lost interest. Yeah, that figures. Didn't even leave any things in chat either. I'm not just gonna bum rush through. Ah. I'm playing this game because I want you all to enjoy it too. Even some of the annoying parts. So please feel free to type down in the chat and, I don't know, just keep things going. It'd be nice.
Is leaving chat messages really too much to ask? Certainly feels like it some days. Oh well. Certainly feels like it some days.
They should call me Badass Leomon for having such an amazing physique.
Yeah.
Hey, who are you? Scratch that, doesn't matter. Come over here and listen to this anyway. Come on, don't be such a wuss. The title of Boncho is given only to those who have experienced many battles, hardship, and strife, but they still manage to stand on their own 2 feet. And that's what a Boncho is. The power comes from the effort you put in every day to be true to the justice you believe in. Huh. Neat. For 3 hours once you get started, I feel sorry for my friends who have to put up with him. Only 5 Digimon have ever earned the title of Boncho. They're the greatest of all Digimon. I'm the greatest of all Bonchos.
Who else has the title of Boncho?
Well,
There have been 5, isn't that the number? So you digivolve into Boncho Leomon and just call yourself Boncho, right? That's, what the hell? This is stupid, I'm going home. Wind Claw 3. Let's risk it for a biscuit and go with for the Fenrir sword. Yeah, the insta-kill doesn't count on boss Digimon, which I find to be really dumb. I mean, come on, if it hits, it hits. Yes, Kira, I know. I know. I know.
One last full moon blaster!
Still wish those two amounts were swapped.
Okay, like Betamon said, I accept that you are stronger than me. But please don't tell anyone about this.
So, you're saying anyone can call themselves a Bancho if they become a Bancho Leomon? Please stop bragging.
You mean I have to stop bragging? But I love it so much.
It's good to hear about them. Your stories, I mean. Just try not to make them so long-winded.
And now to go back to Nakano. Also, I wish I could figure out why Streamlabs is stuttering. That just leaves Dr. Datamon. Develops medicine. And then Nakano's legendary busters. And there's Dr. Datamon.
Hi, thank you for coming here, Detective. I'm Datamon. Everyone calls me Dr. Datamon, though. The reason I called you here is because I'm sure it's helping with the development of my new medicine. I, of course, mix my medical concoctions together. However, I need you to go gather materials. The medical plants I need for this. The plants should be in this digital space, but I need you to go and collect them for me.
How much you want to bet the plants are plant Digimon? Or are byproducts of plant Digimon? Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it.
And the answer to this trivia is Pumpkinmon. And no insta-death proc. How disappointing. Oh. No, these just Michael plants. But either two, I need Lucimon's wings and Platinum Sukumon's thing. So this is a call until a Platinum Sukumon shows up. Type of thing, I think. But burst mode requires, well, it requires 100% cam, 30 ABI, and stat buffs. Well, not stat buffs, but like all the other evolutions, certain stats. Lucimon's wings. But you need to meet a Platinum Sukumon in this area to get his thing. Please take care of this. So yeah, now we need Platinum Sukumon's droppings. excrement, guano, etc., etc. If it was a platinum Numamon, I'd be all for it. Considering platinum Numamon give a lot of XP when dropped. Like a lot of XP when dropped. Not when dropped. When taken, when defeated. When defeated, they give a lot of XP. Like an absurd number, an absurdly high level of XP. Seriously, it's absurd how much XP they drop. And it is entirely worth running into one and defeating it. Considering they can cause even level 60s to level up 3 times, 4 times. Point is, they're entirely worth tracking down and proceeding to beat the snot out of. Yeah, this is very much a spam the function call button until you run into one. Unfortunately. And considering their rarity, I'm gonna be here a while. And the kick. Le kick. Le kick. Le boot. To the face. Yeah, let's tag out for Rust Tyrannomon. I have not seen one of you before. Well, less specifically, I haven't gotten one of a Marukimon before. Super Saiyan 3 looking giant wolf man. I have no idea if I'm going to get you to high enough int. You're going to hit the defense requirement, barely. You're not going to hit the int requirement. And you're more than likely not. You might hit the speed requirement for Kentaro Osman. And you will be retired from night duty then.
But dang, ding, dang, dingity dang.
But the fact I have to randomly go. I randomly have to mash. I have to mash Y for a while in order to get the mon I need is kind of annoying. Oh, never mind. Get Full Moon Blastered first. And followed up with a Wind Claw. I should have done a check before I did it. Yep, we got everything we need to get for Dr. Datamon.
Why are you making that horrible face at me?
Yep, the Dr. Datamon quest is done. I am kind of sad that Old Force Chaosmon isn't a thing, considering it's scary. It's scary powerful. This just leaves the Busters. Sleuth rank up. Top Cyber Sleuth. Nakano's Legendary Busters. Now, please excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. Hi! Oh, it's the Golden Dawn. Neat. Ugh. Of course, we heard you had something intriguing to share with the club. How could we not rush over? May, calm down. You're just a little overeager. That's May for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Just don't say I didn't warn you if you get caught up in something serious one of these days. Phenomenal these days, so why they're coming back over to our neck of the woods. Any other occult mecca around. You know, instead of blood gushing out of its eyes and mouth and eyes in the lobby on the first floor, for starters. Then there's the skeleton pool, home to a pile of abandoned corpses that turned to bones overnight. It's pretty small heard it was that there were people clad in white flying over the roof while holding a hidden sabbat. The fierce fish rains that have poured down over Nakano for ages, foretelling immense misfortune. Them all you already. You solved them? What's this already talk? This is my home base, and as a detective, if you tell me something is weird is up, of course I'm going to look around. That's all in the past. Well, look face. I didn't say this case. Didn't I say this case would be up your alley? As your reward for this time around, how about I give you guys my file with all the so-called supernatural cases I've worked on? There are just too many for us to handle by ourselves. There are essentially 4 different odd phenomena going around here, and I want you guys to solve with your passion and young sensibility. What's behind 3-legged Math, who wanders around these parts in search of something? Then I want you to look into Katakata, who roams the floors of Nakano Broadway. Then after that, go look into the Reaper elevator, which ascends from the basement to the 4th floor at 2 a.m. And last, but certainly not least, see what you can find about Master Tip Tap, a spirit. Don't think you get to take it easy too. You're joining up with them too. This might be a bit awkward to ask, but I've noticed your assistant kinda just zones out sometimes. Is everything alright? It's nothing too severe right now, but I can tell things are starting to get unstable with Takumi's body. Control over data is slipping. Takumi seems to have even forgotten what's happened there. What's happened here. 30 years ago, there was this popular Anita doll whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll who was her ex-boyfriend. Being her fiancé, but another doll showed up later. Lance, a diplomat, became popular. At some point, Lance and Anita got hitched, and Matthew was dated the ex-boyfriend. Relegated to... He lost Anita and Lance. He went insane, attacked Lance, and chopped his body up, sending pieces to Anita. Because, as it turns out, Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. What Matthew did in response was attach that final leg to his own body. ostensibly in an effort to ensure Lance could never be revived. Ever since, he's been walking around with much difficulty on his 3 legs, roaming here and there, forever searching for the good memories he and Anita once had. And on to the second floor. But yeah, no. Takumi's slowly falling apart. Teke Teke slowly came from the sound she makes when she moves with her arms. Where does Katakata come from? Teke Teke is an apparition who lost her feet in a train accident. She travels up to 140 kilometers with just her arms, laughing as she pursues people. I don't think anybody up against a spirit that can go 100 kilometers per hour would have any hope of escaping, but if you bump into it, it's game over. Nothing to report here either, and up to the 3rd floor. Genji, tell me, how are you to protest? Tell me. What better time is there to talk about love than at midnight? I'm using them right now. She's surprisingly cooperative, it turns out. Katakata originally lost her legs after falling onto train tracks in Hokkaido. So maybe her name comes from the sound teeth make when chattering. Go poorly. Katsu to check. We still have to check. We have to check everything top to bottom. Everything here, I know it. Ever happened on the first day you do this sort of work? Eep. Do you guys hear it? Is that the elevator? Maybe it's Kyoko? But she's not the only resident. Who could it be? Wait, maybe it's a cop. It's just an old man. What's going on? What's going on? What are you kids doing in here? We could ask you the same question. Why are you here so late? Late? Missy, it's morning already. I always come in here to relax around this time. Huh? But it's not even 4 yet. Well, actually it makes sense. My grandpa tends to get up really early too. Oh, I get it now. That's why the K Cafe owner has this place unlocked. It's so this guy can use it. Huh? What am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Is that a 3rd leg? What are you blathering about now? Those dentures, are they chatting because they're misaligned? Hey, who are you calling a reaper? Do you mean to tell me that This old guy's the one behind all the local urban legends here? You have to be kidding me. Oh. Truth is stranger than fiction. Get real. Who could have ever seen any of this coming? Just hand off as my reward. Those won't be necessary. We'll solve those other mysteries ourselves through our own efforts. Our boundless passion and imagination. Oh no, we'll still gladly take them off your hands, Detective. Maybe just a little. Well, if you aren't, then I'll just go ahead and read them myself. Hey, that's no fair. Man, in here I was thinking I was acting cool for once, too. Either way, now we can report to the other chins. The others have been taken care of. We're standing little. Friendly rivals of yours. That'd be fun, right? What makes me drag my old bones out here every morning, I wonder? This place feels real nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't pinpoint the reason why. What the? Miko. I haven't seen Pete in a while. I doubt he's left Nakano Broadway, but something's troubling him. Go find him. Ah, I remember the quest for this. Oh, it's you, huh? Do do you know what I am? Because I don't. I don't feel anything at all. Not a thing. What happened? Pete disappeared in front of you? Just come back here for now. A new case has come in that's cause for concern. It could be related to what you just witnessed. Yup. Remember that case from way back at the beginning of the game with the old vacuum tube computer that Pete came out of? Old man Mizushima. I've been looking for so long, my Miko, my poor cat. Please find Miko. This case comes in from old man Mizushima. You might remember him as the one behind those 4 urban legends you recently investigated with the occult club members. It well and truly is a small world out there, even when it feels bigger than ever in some ways. He tasked us with tracking down his cat. Frankly, during times like this, there's something to be said for down to earth gig like this one. He said he'd be waiting for you at K Cafe, although he didn't
state when. It wouldn't go ahead and check things out at the cafe, so I'll go do that. Yeah, I remember the last case for this chapter. Feels like it stopped. I wonder if it was an earthquake. An earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything of the sort. Now we need to wait for the morning to come.
Oh, it's you again. I've been waiting, you know. Hmm? You stopped by yesterday afternoon, but couldn't find me? You must have just had bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. What's done is done. Let's let bygones be bygones and start searching now. Mamiko, you see, he's inside this wall here.
Are you at Kid Cafe right now? I'm picking up a really strong digital wave vibrations from the fourth floor. It's a really huge current coursing through there. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause of them. An earthquake? You're sending the intense digital wave? It's. I don't want to know. It's better not knowing. Things are fine just as they are now. It's better if they don't change. Please stop. Don't wake me up from this.
It's Miko!
No, I'm Pete!
Whatever you are, Miko. Just come back to me.
No, I can't. That's too much to ask of me. I'm not. Takumi, please, leave me alone. Let's things stay just the way they are.
I'm sorry, Miko. I'm sorry.
The vibrations have suddenly stopped for now, but the digital waves are still intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As I suspected earlier, they're coming from that old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. The digital waves are just gushing out of there from the old internet lines that computer is hooked up to. They're forming a cybernetic line, a digital line of sorts. If things persist, it's only a matter of time before its effects are felt in the real world. I need you to go inside that vacuum computer and do what you can do to stop it. I'm counting on you. Yep. We're dealing with. Well, please let me be. Don't wake me from this dream. repeat, in case it's not obvious yet. Well, I'll not say anything. I'll let you all see for yourselves what's coming up. The good, the bad, the downright creepy. Let's just hit you with a full moon blaster and say, that's it. "100% cam, 100% cam, 100% cam." Fudge. Udge, 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 udge. Ah, that's sad. Yeah, sorry, I got a notification on my phone that a game I've been looking forward to may not be coming out. Despite hyping everybody up for it after. Despite all the hype it achieved, all the self perpetuating hype that it achieved, via one guy and one trailer, it's looking like it might be a dud. Just like so many other games for the franchise. That try and fail to live up to the hype. Ah. It's the Ninja USB. Friendship DX is an item, and Topaz is a piece of selling guff. Why? Why do you have to know who I really am? No response. Let's go find Pete. Yes, pain in the butt, Mutt. You need to go out again. Okay, okay, okay. I do apologize for that. Oh, it's something useless. Saint Knuckle, Saint Knuckle. Why couldn't you be the Mega version? A Platinum Numamon would be so much better. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 1.
Construction plans for Nakano Broadway, hereby abbreviated as NB, were announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. The reason for the lengthy duration was due to a major issue that roughly manifested throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in an immediate halt to any and all work within the area. A large lake formed and the site was left alone for a long time. Mysteriously, large fish appeared en masse, attracting fishermen. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers and that a child at one point drowned in the lake.
Today, something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling out for help, nobody came for me. But these two detectives eventually showed up, Kyoko and Takumi. Takumi asked me who I was, but I said I didn't know. So, Kyoko gave me a name. She decided to call me Pete, because I'm some sort of time capsule. Yep, Pete, that's my name. It made me happy to have one. Names really are special things to have.
Nakano Broadway construction, part 2. No blueprints exist for NB. 1961 saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with the unemployment policies, public work projects flooded the country, with major construction companies allotted huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the maintenance route for the Shoto Expressway, was completed ahead of schedule. It was at that point that attention turned back towards NB. Idle laborers and resources were funneled into the area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. There wasn't even time to think of preparing proper blueprints for NB at that stage.
Yoshito really likes this girl named Fuyumi Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything's perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks. Everything. He says she's 1 in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing. I can't dance. But what I can do is curl up and fall asleep on Yoshito's lap. I love doing that. I just love hearing Yoshito talk to me so happily.
Wall crack. Nakano Broadway construction, part 3. With no blueprints to draw upon, concrete was poured and rebar erected and tailored to the land around the site. When construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors and 10 floors above ground. East Asia's great commercial building was therefore constructed on little more than sheer willpower. However, this came at the cost to some aspects of NB's integrity. The escalator, for instance, only connects to the first 3 floors. Most of the underground floors have also gone unused in the ensuing years. Some such quirks are a direct result of the circumstances surrounding the building's inception.
Yoshito told me that he and his son have been to a World's Fair once. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long. So long that it made them tired. But he said his son still had a good time. People also call Yoshito Chief Mizushima. His full name is Yoshito Mizushima. Yoshito is a big important man in the computer room, so he doesn't get out with his son much. He's glad they got to see the World's Fair. I wish I could have seen the World's Fair with Yoshito too, but he and I are always in the computer room, so that's okay. I'm content.
Nakano Broadway construction, part 4. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners, who control everything from PR to tenants and international and internal bylaws. BW was an exception to that rule. From the very start, shops and rental residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought their real estate inside the building were free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened, shop owners and residents started remodeling and working on their residences, their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this was meant formal blueprints for NB weren't drafted until 8 years after the original building was completed. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to fully grasp at that stage.
Yoshito always has me sitting on his lap, petting my head all nice and gentle. I love Yoshito. Yoshito always calls me Miko. Miko is a girl's name, but Yoshito gave to me, so I love it. Yeah, that's Pete's original name, in case context wasn't clear. And Pete wasn't always a Wanyamon.
Nakano Broadway construction, part 5. The basement of Broadway once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It had been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who evaded arrest, shielded from prying eyes of MacArthur's GHQ. The vacuum tube computer's purposes in those days remains a mystery. It's possible it could have been utilized for things such as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry on the original purpose set forth for the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere.
It's dark in here. All dark. I can't see a thing. It's okay. I'm okay being in the dark. I'm not scared of or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshito's not here. I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside. Yoshito, where are you? Yoshito, Yoshito, please sit me on your lap and pet my head again. Yoshito, Yoshito. Miko, the cat, died in that wall with the terminal. He was buried alive. Now you know. Now you know who I really am. I'm. So it's begun. Though I have to say, this is a bit more than what I bargained for. If this keeps up, this building's sure to collapse. Who am I? Somebody, anybody, tell me. And we have three, technically two options. He's either can stay Pete or he's Miko. He's the spirit of Miko given host to a new body. Yeah, that's right. My name is Miko. Yoshito is my friend. Pete is your friend. He's calling out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshito.
Miko, it's really you.
Yoshito. I'm so sorry. You've been waiting for me for so long.
I'm the one who should be apologizing here. I'm the one who left you alone this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend.
No, it's okay. Really. You don't have to be sorry. I know you've been waiting for me since the day you had to go.
Oh, Miko. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I'd never have lived to see Miko with my own eyes again. I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum computer room was still around, I lived here in this building, away from my family. That computer room was where I used to work. The only family I ever had with me that whole time was Miko here. I talked with Miko about everything there. My memories of my family, Fuyumi Yuki, anything to help me keep my loneliness at bay in there. He joined me in the computer room, and we spent many, many hours together over the years. Eventually, they closed the room down and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall, like it was never there to begin with. It was around that time that I lost Miko, too. I couldn't find him wherever I looked. I had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up and came back here who knows how many times to rescue him. But
in the end. I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up. Over time, I nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we'd last been together. I can't thank you for enough for to making this happen. We couldn't have been reunited without you, kid. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we can go back to live together again. Thank you. I'll never, ever forget this day. I see. Nice work. I can only imagine how hard it was, but you really did a good job. So Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall along with that old vacuum tube computer from the American occupation days. Somehow, using the building's internet, or rather the power of its ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. That old cat's had a hell of a life, wouldn't you agree, Takumi? We can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed, but at this point, we know better than to doubt it happened. It's just amazing how much, yet how little, the digital world and real worlds are siphoned off from one another. I imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all those years is because of the digital wave abnormalities we've seen. But there's still one thing that bugs me about that. That bugs me a little. You mentioned towards the end that old man Mizushima said, "Now we can go back to living together again," right? What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case you started earlier, where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume, for our sake of argument, that he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go with the timing he did. If he'd physically been getting into the building so much that he was being reported, you'd think something would have gone differently. Got any theories you'd like to propose? Yoshito Mizushima. If we looked into his backstory, we might be able to find our answers pretty easily. What do you think? Should we dig a little more? Please leave us be. Don't go looking for us. Ah, that's understandable. Then it's best we do indeed let sleeping dogs lie. Alternatively, we could have let the occult club kids know about this. I bet they'd have a real field day going after it. If they came face to face with a real. You know what? Nah, let's keep it to ourselves. With a real ghost. Not all mysteries in this world need to be solved. Nakano Broadway brings many things together. The spirit world and the world of the living, the normal and the surreal, and now the physical and the digital. Truly, nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we call home. Yeah, they both died. Two ghosts living it out, living the rest of their days together. Well, looks like it's just you and me here again. Again here. These couches look so empty without Pete around. We better get more clients to keep them warm. That should be one of the last cases for this chapter.
Hey, being that took over Arata and is now piloting Arata's body. Come to Odaiba. Zoedo said that weakened Examon will be heading there. It's your chance to defeat Examon. Help Suedo. Listen up, though. Come alone. Don't tell Kyoka or anyone else. Just you. See you later. Yeah, that's the last case. Now, we're going back to Odaiba again to fight Examon with the being that Arata has become. Before that, though, I'm going to grab some friends. And digivolve these two who are at max level. Yeah, now we gotta go deal with Examon. Great. Back to Odaiba. I think I might separate this stream into two parts, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of the stream, but I've been going for 3 hours. so...
And hit him with the Geo Grey sword.
Toss out Sonic Void, make room for Nano Machine Break 3, and toss you out and make room for Chain Plus. Otherwise, let's take a looky-loo and see. Level 60 speed, 200, so 65 for you. And for you, 250. Yeah, you need a lot more. It's 224. So 20 more levels, 26 more levels. I don't know if you're going to be able to get to max speed. That is my main concern now. Because this is a very... You need to be level 80 anyway. But let's get going to deal with the true boss that is Examon. And then after this, I think I'm going to call the stream to an end. And we'll be going after Ryuji in part 2. In Hacker's Memory. Yay. Yeah, Arata's very much Suedo's monster right now. Yeah, that's the brainwashing. I'm sorry, there's no other way to put it. other than that. Yeah? You're no longer the errata I called my friend. You're just the monster wearing his skin at this point. Nanomachine Break 2. I'm so glad that I kept support end on you. Yeah, throw out an Aurora. Get that healing going. Support end. No more buffs for you. You're not supposed to get any more buffs. That was the whole point of me using that. Screw it, might as well. Hit you all with the spray. And then go for the aura. Yeah, that's not good. Tag out, throw in Rust Tyrannomon. And here comes the annoying part, the slightly annoying part of the fight. Knockback! Throw out everybody you don't want. And remove all of your buffs. Yep, that removes all your buffs. All of them. Okay, so it doesn't remove all your buffs like it does in the base game. Because that's what it does in the base game. It removes all of your buffs. Which is extremely annoying. He is using you, you dummy. Yeah, you're not Arata. You are not being Arata. You're just a monster wearing his skin. Yep, you're just a monster wearing his skin.
Yeah. He's not the errata we knew. He's officially a monster wearing errata's skin. Eh, you're missing one. Dynasmon. Chapter 17, A Recollection. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a part 2 for this section, for this stream. Yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2 because I have reached almost 4 hours, and it's more than likely going to take 4 more hours to deal with all of that. So, I'm gonna do a part 2, and that part 2 is gonna stream live tomorrow. Once again, at 2. And this is Waldo Gaming. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace. I hope you all have a very pleasant day.